Hey everyone, Andrew Stormer here, and I did reading your comments a week or two back, which you can link there, watch it. But one of the comments was, what creators do you watch? And I said I'd have to come back to it in a different video, and this is that video. There's a bunch of creators, there's stories behind everything, and I had to preface this by saying these are not all the people I'm subscribed to. These are just the people who have honorable mention and who I want to promote more, and that I watch a lot of the time versus other people who I watch here and there, pick and choose some of their stuff. First, the gaming stuff. So I have Captain Sparkles, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Fire UK. So Jordan, Captain Sparkles, he was actually the first YouTuber I ever watched. I watched his Minecraft music videos. My friend actually showed them to me, and that was my introduction to YouTube. And after that, I started watching his Minecraft survivals, I started watching other games he played, and now he has like 7-8 channels or something, which one, maybe two are listed in the list later, but he has a bunch of channels now, and I like his stuff. The Minecraft music videos that he made, the sets for those videos were made by Fire UK. And that's how I found Fire UK. Fire UK, Matt and Phil, I started watching them. They made Minecraft time lapses. They don't do that anymore. That's why it's called Archive now. But they were the Minecraft builders of the day, and their stuff is awesome. They're not really coming out with any new stuff anymore, but I still included them in the list because they're awesome. They also led me to finding Hat Films, which I don't watch them anymore, but I watched their Feed the Beast and a couple other of their series, including an Epic Hat Venture, which was also built by Fire UK. Jack is an awesome YouTuber. I've been watching him for years, and his stuff is great. It's full of energy. It's really fun. Now he does cuss quite a bit. Same with Mark. Aside from that, they're great guys. Their stuff is awesome. Mark, kind of like Jack, lots of energy, lots of different types of games, but still fun and awesome. And why is Linus Tech Tips on this list? Well, because he is the only one of his kind that doesn't fit in any of the other categories. Jack got me into looking into building my own computer, and that's how my computer building took off. Was it started from Jack and his builds, and now I have Linus Tech Tips, where I learn a ton about computers there. Besides for all the research that I did on my own, he has all the up-to-date stuff. He has things that aren't as easy to find on the internet, and you can learn about all kinds of computer stuff with that channel and a couple of his other channels. Now, music. So back to Fire UK, their time lapses used Approaching Nirvana music, and that was the first artist, I should say artists, because at the time it was Andrew and Sam making music for Approaching Nirvana together, and I looked up the music that Fire UK was using in their time lapses, and I found them. And I found them probably after the Not Even Once album came out, which was years and years and years ago, but their stuff is great, and that was kind of my kickstart to EDM music. As you can see in the list, is pretty much all I listened to. Fire UK's intro song was made by Nubby Cacums, which is on this list down here. Now, he doesn't post that much, but it's still cool music. There's like 15 songs or something that are pretty cool. Jordan, Captain Sparkles, as I talked about earlier, he's actually making music. He doesn't have a channel, so that's why I kind of left it out. He's posting them under his music label, Marin Music, which is pretty cool. I'm not huge into the music labels, but I used to be back in the day when Ian, also known as Sunday, he came out with his music label, 99 Lives, which I was into for a good year or so. And Sunday, at the same time, he got a new outro song from Tobu, which you can see is on the list here. And Tobu has some awesome EDM dance music. Next on the list, Jim Yosef. Awesome stuff. He's a little bit more bass heavy when Tobu's more a little bit dancier, lighter, whatever. And Approaching Nirvana is a little bit more like cinematic. But they all have their different take on EDM, and it's all awesome stuff, and I love it. Big Giant Circles I found through Approaching Nirvana, through the Reboot album, because they did a song together, and he's made a lot of music for games like Mass Effect and other games. He even made a song for Stranger Things Season 2. Yes, so you bet he has some good stuff. I had to make a second list of music people because I listen to so many different people. I'm even subscribed to a bunch of music artists that I haven't even checked out yet. They're just there in the sub box, so I'll get to them eventually. Excello, I kind of found through 99 Lives and Approaching Nirvana because he's collabed with a few guys on a couple songs on 99 Lives. And then when I went into Approaching Nirvana's liked songs on SoundCloud, I really liked one of Excello's songs. I recognized the name from a 99 Lives song that I liked. So I checked him out, and he has some really good stuff. He's more on the high frequency and low frequency, not as much in the middle, so it's a little bit different sort of EDM stuff, but it's still good. Alex Skrindu I found through Jim, I think. If you didn't know, the new outro song is actually a collab between Jim and Alex, and Alex has some cool songs too. Canvi and Vexento, I'll tell you in a minute where I found them from, but they make awesome music. I've really been into the Vexento the last couple weeks. He has some good stuff. Canvi has a very different style. I think his is kind of more road trippy sound. It's not as upbeat as some of the other people, but it's still really good. And his song Made 2 is completely different from all his other songs, but it's really good. I had to mention the piano guys because they've done some crazy stuff in the past that I like the Cello Wars, Chalupa I think is what it's called. That was really cool. Mission Impossible, all kinds of stuff. They've done some cool things. Film stuff on the list. Number 1, Peter McKinnon, because his B-roll is so crispy, beautiful. It's awesome. He's inspired my B-roll style, and I love it so much. He's a fun guy to watch tutorials from or just his vlogs from. He does some cool stuff. So yeah, definitely go check him out if you're into film stuff. And then I found Maddie and Chris from him because they're his friends. Maddie makes some cool tutorials, and Chris also makes a few things here and there, and they have some cool stuff. Brandon Woeful, I don't know, is that how you say his name? I think I've seen his stuff in the past on Instagram, but then Peter did a collab with him, and his stuff is so cool. He does all this night photography stuff. Most of his stuff is on Instagram, but he has a YouTube channel teaching some about how he does it, which is pretty cool. And Peter's B-roll of the video he did with Brandon was probably one of my favorite B-roll sequences he's ever done. It's so cool. Cody Warner, he daily vlogged all last year. I've even talked about him in a couple of vlogs, jumping off of some of his vlogs and expanding on some of those points. He's just super joyful and full of fun and documenting life and finding certain truths you can pull from day-to-day life. And I actually found him through when Peter collabed with him. And I stuck around because his stuff is awesome. And lastly, the last like half year, I've kind of been getting into the car stuff a little bit. Some of it was through Jordan, because the Jordan Marin channel, which is vlogs and stuff channel, where mainly it's about his cars, which are pretty cool. And I've been getting to learn about cars a little bit, and I've been having fun with people's videos and driving a little bit. I might just like 0 to 60s just a little bit. They're pretty fun. I've been dreaming about some supercar that would be pretty cool to have. I don't know what yet, but that would be awesome to have one. I could never be one of these people with the whole garage Bugattis and Koenigsegg's and Paganis and Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Aston Martins and Porsches and everything else, but I could have one. Jordan, I already watched his gaming stuff, and this is a little bit more life stuff. It's been cool seeing his cars and some of the other life stuff he does. He also did a few car podcast things, which one of them was actually with Mark, which is pretty cool. Vehicle Virgins I've watched a little bit. I kind of pick and choose, but he has some cool stuff. And then the Stradman. I like the stuff that he makes, and even just kind of life stuff that he does is kind of cool. And I said I was gonna get to this, why I found Canvi and Vixento is through the Stradman. His outro is by Vixento, and there was one video a few months back that he did which had a really cool song, and I'm like, ooh, I want to find that, and it was Canvi, and that's how I found Canvi. And I know he uses a bunch of other EDM stuff. I don't know everyone he listens to. I like to find some more EDM artists to find. I know he's used Tobu and Jim. I didn't find them through him. I knew about them before. I found 2 music artists through this car guide. That's kind of cool. Maybe you found someone you want to go check out, think is cool or something. If you were looking for some other YouTuber, maybe you found someone there. These are some of the people that I watch all the time, and this kind of also fills in a little bit of how I started YouTube and who inspires me to do videos and what types of videos, or at least what started my interest for some of these things. And whoever asked about who my favorite creators are, here you go. Here's your answer. These are my honorable mentions and my top favorite YouTubers. And feel free to comment who your favorite YouTubers are and your favorite creators and why you watch them. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.